Am I streaming again? Yes. I'm kind of having fun today. So, you know, might as well. I'm hoping that the sound is a lot better this time. It wasn't great. Excuse me. When I was playing Dragon Age, it just like I didn't have the audio set up properly. Hopefully it works better this time. Anyway, as I was playing the game, I was just like, oh, I really want to play Mass Effect again. So we're here in Mass Effect again. So the Mass Effect trilogy is my favorite trilogy of like favorite games of all time. These games mean so much to me. Yeah, I'm gonna have no consistency with streaming anything. This is, as I said before, this is literally just for fun, just as a hobby, and I'm enjoying it a bit too much right now. So, right, with Mass Effect, I generally always play as like default
to access your profile.
Default Shepard.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Like, so when I first played, so I'd literally just come off yeah, so I'd literally just my first game I'd played was Witcher 3, where you already have a predetermined character, and I came straight out of that and I went into Mass Effect 1. So this is the second game I properly ever played, and I was still really unfamiliar with controls because like I was playing on Xbox One, and I was just really like, I wasn't sure about anything. So I just kind of like clicked through like accept, said let's just start the game. And the problem is I have played as a custom Shepard. I tend to play custom female Shepard, Jane Shepard. But the problem is after playing Mass Effect 1 and 2, like the trilogy the first time around with default male Shepard, I always call him default male Shepard, but John Shepard, like, I am so attached to him emotionally. I literally love him so much. So I tend to always just play as him. So cool. We're playing casual because always. Legendary mode, always have titles off. Auto save, continue. Oh, I have so many feelings about Mass Effect. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be emotional.
Well,
it's not.
What about Shepard?
I'm not that drastic.
Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets, learned to look out for himself.
He saw
It's Udina.
On a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars. Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
Yes.
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers of Mars discover... I'm not sure if I can read this quick enough. Basically, they find what's called technology. It's Prothean technology. I will try not to put as many spoilers into this as I did for the for my Dragon Age playthrough earlier. I was just spoiling it every time. I'm like this in real life. I will spoil things so badly. This bit of music, this sound, oh my god. I remember after playing the whole trilogy through, and this is the sound is only really appears in this game, and I replayed Mass Effect 1 and I just had to just stop, like, oh my god, that sound. Feels like home. This is so cool. I love it so much. Oh, Mass Effect relay in the distance, the space. Who doesn't love sci-fi? You know what? Joke's on me, right? First time I played this, I immediately went, oh, Nihilus, he's cool. I hope we get to spend a lot more time with him. Yeah.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, cool as fuck. Okay.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Caden being voiced by
Only an idiot believes
can't ever remember the actor's name, but basically Jiminy Cricket from Once Upon a Time. And after playing this, I rewatched bits of Once Upon a Time, and I was just so like, oh my god! As soon as he starts talking, I'm just like, that's just Caden Alenko.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Ethan Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Oh. Look at this ship. The SR2 is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, like I love the SR2. The thing that I struggle with is the fact where do the crew sleep? Like we'll do a walk around to the ship in a minute, but like where do they sleep? Where are the living quarters? They did not think things through. Classic military.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
I'm on my way to give him a status update right now.
With all due respect, sir, maybe he'll finally tell you what we're really doing out here.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors, cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious the shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating the shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the first contact war. Lost a lot of friends.
It's such a funny way of saying it. Like
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres
Okay. but technically it's an Alliance vessel, but it's been co-designed and built with the Turians. Like,
Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy
just
action.
putting it out there.
I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy.
Oh, Dr. Chakwas. Oh, she's an icon. I love her so much.
Spectres don't answer to anyone.
I hope she got out safe at the end. At the very, very end. Like...
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Right,
Sorry,
so many
Commander.
people as well
Swinging's killing
always
me.
really
I've never
criticize
been on a mission like this before,
the
not
voice
with a
acting
Spectre on board.
for male Shepard. And I, having played both, I think they're both just as good. Like, I don't get where the criticism comes from. I think Mark Mears does a really good job at Shepard, and he does a really good job at portraying like the emotions and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'm also just really biased because I really, really love Shepard. So, they both, Mark Mears and Jennifer Hale, do an amazing job with Shepard. So I don't get the criticism
What can
at
you
all.
tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are
He
generally
is an
well
icon.
respected
Love
by the
Nihilus.
other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
Shepard saying like, "Oh, you're young," blah blah, like fine, but he's also 29 in this
What do you
game.
know about the
Like,
Spectres?
He is
Only
also
what I've
young.
heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
It's absolutely wild to me, in game, that everyone always brings up Akuz to Shepard. It's like, this is amazing. Like, you're such a hero because of Akuz. And it's like the whole point of the story, like as you get like right at the beginning, is that he's a sole survivor. He lost his entire team. Like, everyone keeps going on like, oh, you know, such a hero because he survived Akuz. It's like, yeah, but like, how traumatizing must that have been for him? And everyone brings it up as like it's a positive thing. And it's like, leave the poor dude alone.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
He's
I suppose the Council could
already
revoke the
going
Spectre
through a
status
lot.
of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful,
I
Commander.
would love
They've
to
been
go
real
to Eden
careful with
Prime.
development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But
I'd love to see a lot
when I got
more like
older, I
concept
realized
art
it was a little too calm and quiet
for
me.
Eden Prime.
That's why I joined the
I
Alliance.
want to, because like you only
Paradise
see
was
sections
boring
of it
after
in
a
the
while.
game. In this one and in Mass Effect 3, in the DLC where you find oh my god, Prothean, Javik? Javik. Yes, Javik. Yeah, so in the DLC where you find Javik, so you only go to Eden Prime twice, and you only see like small sections of it, and it's like I would love to see, like obviously it's a big enough colony, I'd love to see so much more of that. I really need to look into into finding more of the concept art.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
About what the whole place
Not really
looks
sure,
like.
Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable
My
colonies.
head
Good place
canon
to take
for the
the
very,
Normandy
very
for a
end.
shakedown run, I guess. No real danger.
Spoilers, I guess,
Gotta
but
be
it's just
something
my
else
head
going
canon
on.
is
We've got a
Shepard
Spectre on
survives.
board. That's why I'm so hung up. I can't wait for the real mission to
Somehow.
start.
And basically he just eventually just retires and becomes basically like head of security on Eden Prime, and it's just like quiet, like he's still kind of doing like his thing,
The captain's waiting for me.
but considering how completely traumatized he was throughout Mass Effect 3, I just want him to be somewhere that's like quiet and peaceful. He's not the kind of person that could ever properly switch off from what he does. He'd always just be on edge anyway, and I feel, see, like I want more of this. Like yeah, so
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first.
yeah, that's what
Give us a chance to
it's not
talk.
really a headcanon. This is just what I really want for him at the end. I want him to just experience peace. I want him to just be able to relax for the first time in his life. Work through his trauma and actually just be able to enjoy life a bit. Just peace and quiet.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from
See,
the top.
great character design. The
Information
little
strictly
scar
we need to know,
that he's got on his hairline.
A research team on
Oh, love it.
unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes
this might be
evolution as a spacefaring species.
more of a speed run
After this, it will be known as the
playthrough,
world where humans made a discovery
where I just
of
focus more on the
galactic
core
importance.
mission. I remember the first time I played it, I was so like stressed about like they set the main mission up as being so time sensitive and like, oh, you gotta get it done, and I got so stressed out that I just did the core mission. I finished the whole game in like 20 hours, and I replayed it the second time, and I'm a completionist. I generally am. Like, I always try and do all of the side quests where I can, and I realized, because it's more like 40 odd hours, plus when you add the DLCs in. But this time around, like I always tend to play it completionist, except for that one planet, which is very mountainous, and the Mako is my nemesis. As much as I hate the Hammerhead, which is personal, the Mako, complete nemesis on that mountainous planet. I can't remember what it's called. I refuse. So I just avoid it. But yeah, this playthrough I think is going to be
Why is this beacon
core
so
mission.
important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried,
I had as well at one point, like when I was playing this through, maybe like last year,
who knows what we can learn from this beacon?
maybe
What if it's a
2022,
weapons factory?
an entire
Can't let it fall into
running
the wrong hands.
list of all of the similarities between this and Babylon 5. And because I was
The
rewatching
Attican Traverse isn't the most stable
Babylon
sector
5 as well around that time,
There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups
and
active.
like they make a direct
might
reference
figure
to
a
it in the
It's worth the
DLC
risk of
with the
attacking an
asteroid.
Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on
When
the
I get
border
to
of
the
Terminus
radio and
system.
it's like, oh, this is the last best chance for etc etc etc, which is a direct Babylon 5 reference. But there are so many references of things that could tie back to it that I'll have to find my list, because it's just there like, oh, you can really tell how much of an influence Babylon 5 has had on this series.
The Attican
Of
Traverse
games.
is under Citadel protection.
I mean, obviously,
systems attack
there's so
back
much
and forth.
overlap with science
Technically,
fiction
yes.
anyway.
But some of the
You know, we
species
have
of Terminus might be
3
willing to start a war over this.
main
The
science
last
fiction
thing the
series,
Council
including
wants is
this
to get
one,
dragged into a major
with the whole
conflict
big
with the Terminus
sandworm
system.
thing.
We have to keep this
So obviously we
low-key.
have the Thresher Moors. In Dune, obviously, it's the worms. And Star Wars, obviously, you can... I know in The Mandalorian, I think they definitely brought a big giant sandworm in. So, you know, a lot of science fiction borrows from each other, and a lot is, especially when it's the classic stuff from the 60s. In the 70s, like Dune and Star Wars. You know, there is a lot of they inspired a lot of stuff, and you can really see that when you're playing Mass Effect. But for me,
we should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a
there are
problem.
just so many.
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
I can't remember which series it is in Babylon 5. They're walking on the main bit, and there's a cafe called the Normandy. As an example, like, I will have to dig the list out and properly go through it, because honestly, when you start paying attention and you're playing the game and watching the series side by side, it's wild. Let me get my old phone out, because that's where my list was.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us into it, but fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Right.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
This is just like... It's so beautiful. Like, they really... It's such a beautiful game. So when it's... I mean, I've only really played, like, the original, like, as in non-legendary edition, like, once. No, twice. But that was a few years ago, so I can't properly remember, but, like... Oh, I love this game. When you go into all of the different planets, I love taking screenshots and doing in-game photography. With the skies are just beautiful. It looks so good.
Oh God, what happened here?
See, this architecture is like, there's definitely so much more here, and I really want us to be able to see more of it. Let's make this a plea to BioWare, as they're working on Mass Effect 5. for them to please give us a lot more of Eden Prime. Jenkins! I am shit at this. Richard L. Jenkins.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Every time, I swear to God.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you.
You'd think at this point, and how many times I've played this game, that I would remember the controls. Ashley's character design in this game, she looks so much like one of my friends. Every time I see her, I'm just like, oh, that's Harriet. I love the Geth. I know this lot are indoctrinated, but it genuinely... We need a romanceable Geth option in the future.
Thanks for your help, Commander. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Yikes.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Oh, I hate husks. Oh. Is it Mass Effect 2 or 3? When you're on the... Is it the Derelict Reaper? And they're just constantly coming at you, so where you... Oh my god, I can't remember which one it is. I tend to always play Mass Effect 2 and 3 back to back, so... but oh my god, genuinely, the number of times I just die and have to restart because there's something about the husks that I just can't deal with.
Not in the middle of a fight!
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry. Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about
He's
the
right.
attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the
See,
battle outside. Gunfire, screams.
in hindsight,
Then everything went quiet.
everything
We
he's
just
saying
sat there, too afraid
obviously
to
is
move
completely true.
until you came
It kind of implies that he also maybe encountered the beacon. Like, this isn't just like stress, right, and trauma. Like, he's genuinely saying this stuff that's like, oh, like, this shit is gonna happen. Where did he get that from?
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
Like, seriously,
Nihilus was with
like,
us in the
this
dorm
guy
before the
definitely got something to do with the beacon,
I'm
right?
sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian.
Understatement.
We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please, this isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
He's right though. Like, we should listen to him. Does nobody ever read the Odyssey? Pretty sure it's the Odyssey. And see Cassandra and not learn from that? Like, it's been thousands of years. That maybe the one who's like maybe sounds insane.
Saren.
It's actually maybe right.
Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
No, right, see, I was devastated when I first played this because my instant was like, Nihilus. Holy shit. See this entire fucking shot. Look. The look. Look. Right. Bear with me because we need to right. We remove the blur. Where can we get to? Like, this is beautiful. The tree is in the way. So we need to decrease the focal length a bit. Bear with me. Oh, yes, there we go, look. Sovereign. Like, having this option is amazing, right? I need to stop talking about stuff like this. Let's get a better angle. Right, okay, I'm done now. I love using the sniper rifle. It's my favourite thing to do in Mass Effect 3 is go for the mail slot achievement. I do it every single time. And the mail slot achievement, if you're not familiar with Mass Effect 3, is so these Cerberus soldiers, and they have this shield in front of them. The shield is really impenetrable. It's pretty impenetrable. Like you have to basically either get behind them, or like physically beat them up or find something explosive. But what you do with the sniper rifle in particular, you can use other weapons, but it's a lot harder. But basically there's a little slot for them to look through, for their eyes, and you can sniper them straight through that slot, and it kills them straight out. And you have to get 11 of them, I think, to get the achievement. And it's just one of those that every time I play Mass Effect 3, I go for that achievement. I'm not a violent person. I don't know why it's particularly like an achievement I love doing. But the thing with Mass Effect, I really love using a sniper rifle.
Something's moving. Those crates.
So.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you. I'm human.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry. I was hiding from those creatures.
Have I missed?
My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
Have I missed a bit?
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up.
It wouldn't surprise me if I had.
I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Look, I think this might be more of a reflection on, excuse me, if your workers are having to literally take a break from work to sleep because they're exhausted, then maybe you're working them too hard. Like, let's not go down the lazy route. But
if you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this. Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out.
This is the bit that I missed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
She says, playing it in the wrong order, so they are actually kind of being attacked right now, but you know.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Protean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
Probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But we'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's a race against the clock. Yeah. See, I love in Mass Effect 2, whenever you deal a headshot, especially by sniper rifle, like your companions or like, yeah, nice shot, and it's genuinely like, oh, thanks. Feels so good. Come on, Shepard. Come on, boy. Stop missing! Oh my god. There we go. Nice. Caden. So always got to loot before we get any further, because we'll enter into a big cutscene and we'll miss all the goods. Oh. Right, here we go, guys. Here we go. When we get there.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Girl, damn. Okay.
Shepard! No, don't touch it! It's too dangerous!
Shep.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime.
Marina Sirtis.
A human alliance vessel. It was
It's
under the
Councillor
command of
Deanna
Captain
Troy.
Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
I think he might need some counselling because that seems like anger management issues.
This human must be eliminated.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
He doesn't look good, I'm not gonna lie.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may...
See, it's not too drastically different to Guy, Manuel.
Well, all the readings
He
are
also saw
normal.
death
I
and
take command as
destruction,
going to be
and
fine.
nobody believed him.
Glad to hear it.
Just saying.
Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report.
You're right. You will never do anything wrong ever.
That's not why I'm here.
You might commit a smidge of genocide, but
Saren's a spectre, one of the
you did nothing wrong.
living legend. But if he's working
I will
with the
defend Shep to my dying
means
breath.
he's gone rogue.
I love him.
A rogue spectre's trouble.
So.
Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Cool. I feel like here is a good place to end, simply because I've been doing this a lot today. No doubt I'll be back at this again tomorrow. Yeah, this will be a weekend thing because I'm working full time during the week, and I'll probably, if I'm not too tired in the evenings, then I'll see what I'll do, play some more games. But it's just chill. It's just whenever. So let's save there. This is a good point, and Shep, we will see you soon. Options, quit the game. And that's it, folks, for today.